The Ka'ais, Leonard and Tara, are proud and humble Guamanians and successful business people. Theirs is a story of two people with strong island roots, Leonard from Hawaii, Tara from Guam, whose shared backgrounds and values brought them together and bound them forever. Dedicated to their family, their faith, and the Hafaloha brand of apparel and island treats they've built from the ground up, they believe in giving back and moving forward. They're among the most philanthropic members of Guam's private sector, constantly devoting time, energy, and effort to charitable causes to make our community better for all of us. And with us now in our fashion and art edition of KUAM News Extra is Leonard and Tara. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Well, let's just start. Let's start with, how did you guys meet?
I met Tara in 2006 at the Outback restaurant. She was our server, and I was having dinner with my parents and my sister at the time.
Who I thought was his girlfriend. She's very beautiful, so. But luckily, it was just his sister.
Just my sister.
So you were just like, hey, so, you know.
Actually, he didn't say one word to me that night. Not, like, besides telling me what he wanted to order, he was really quiet, which, if anyone who knows them, that's so not him.
I was really worried about what my sister might have said, you know, to kind of throw things off a little bit.
Right. So then how did you guys eventually hook up after that?
I met her. Tara was working 2 jobs, and she was a full-time student. And one day I went into her other job at Lotus Surf Shop, and she was there. So
yeah, he called me Outback Chick. So
oh my God.
I didn't know the name at the time.
Tara. But it eventually worked out, so.
Nice, and you've been together ever since.
Ever since.
Well, so is this something that you guys have always wanted to do, to start an apparel shop?
I've always had a passion for fashion. Being raised with 3 sisters and being the only boy in the household, you kind of get exposed to a lot of pretty colors and a lot of different things and giving opinions a lot. You find yourself giving a lot of opinions to your sisters and to your family members. But
doing hair, he does really great hair.
Yeah,
he does our daughter's hair sometimes.
So I've always kind of had a passion for fashion.
What about you, Tara?
I've always liked, I'm a costume jewelry kind of girl. I like fashion, but I never thought it would be the career path in which I, would eventually land on. But, my husband, I love my husband, and, it's his passion. And so it became my passion too, so.
And so then how did Hafaloha come about? I mean, the name, obviously Hafaje, Aloha, but did you throw around some other names, or how did you come about?
Yeah, we were kind of jumping back and forth with
putting together different Chamorro and Hawaiian names, just because that is, we wanted it to be representative of us, our family and where we come from, and so, geez, I can't even remember off the top of my head what came, but some of the names we were just like, yeah, no, that's not going to work. So eventually I was just like, okay, we really have to, try and make this name. And so I was like, Hafade, Aloha, and it's like, okay, it's like, what about Hafaloha? And, he kind of like thought about it, and he was like, yeah, I think that's going to work. So, thank goodness it did, and it stuck, so.
Yeah. And you guys started off with making t-shirts, right? And you kind of expanded your brand. Tell me about some of the products that you guys offer.
We have a full men's line. We have from tops, t-shirts, jackets, polos, to our women's line. Same thing, tops.
Tank tops. We did a couple shorts for women, and then we added our kids. We're a family brand, and we wanted to make sure our kids were included, because I remember I was an Ahe, I believe it was, where she was, she was asking, Mom, where's my shirt? What about me? We're like, oh man, okay. So, we definitely wanted to make them feel very much a part of this brand, and so we started doing kids shirts, and now we do from 12 months all the way to youth.
And it's cool because I love matching my little son, and it's.
And I get to match my daughter.
Yeah.
Yes. So
and you also not only just you do shaved ice, right?
Yes.
Let's not forget that.
Yes.
And also, we were talking about it earlier, the
soft serve.
Yes.
We just introduced the soft serve to the product line, and we're stoked on to soft serve.
Great for the shop, bad for the pregnancy weight.
Well, where do you guys draw your inspiration for your designs?
Everyday life.
Yeah, who we are as a culture, who we are as people.
Islanders. you know,
Islanders. We like to poke fun with some of our art.
Mix olden day with modern, modern
Yeah.
things. Do a lot of animals that you would find both in Hawaii and Guam. We have a lot of roosters and pigs and what else?
We put glasses on Chief Kapua at one point.
You know, one thing that I really liked was what you guys did for FestPack. That was amazing.
Fastback was
That
so
was
much fun.
fun.
Fastback was crazy fun.
That was 14
stressful.
designs. Oh,
Stressful, but
That's
it was
putting
fun.
it mildly.
And it's who we are as who we have as a team, right? That actually really makes us who we are. We found a great family, and we have awesome people
Behind us.
that are in the trenches day in and day out, and
they allow us to do
to have fun.
what we do behind the scenes.
But you guys are awesome too, because I remember when we did an event at GPO earlier this year for the St. Baldrick's Foundation, and you guys really came to the table and to help Princess Warrior Taya.
Yes.
And for people who aren't familiar with that story, I want you guys to tell it and how you guys became involved.
Taya's a family member of a couple of our employees,
Yeah.
and
She would frequent the shop with her mom and her dad, and such a precious little girl. And when we found out what she was going through, and actually still is going through, it just really touched us. And to know that St. Baldrick's was very much, that they're geared towards the children, and fighting cancer. When we heard about this, we kind of Len said, "Hey, I'm gonna shave my head for St. Baldrick's." We were just in the car, and I was just like, "Okay, I'm gonna shave my head too." And he looked at me like I was crazy. He's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna shave my head too." And so, just as kind of like we have a group chat on our for our work, and I was like, "Hey guys, anyone want to shave their head with us?" And so
we had 4 females that jumped up and definitely took on the challenge also.
And so we raised funds in just a matter of a couple days, and it was awesome to have that goal that our whole team could come together. And I was really surprised and very, very honored that they jumped behind us without any question. So
Well, you guys are amazing.
Thank you.
thank you so much.
And,
Thank
and
you.
speaking of amazing, up next we're going to showcase your holiday line, right?
Yes,
Yes.
exciting.
Stay tuned.